afternoon. This is HorseRacingNation.com editor Jared Horak, and welcome to my latest in a series of videos devoted to 2011 Kentucky Derby Contenders. In this week's video, we're going to recap the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and we're also going to talk about a couple upcoming races. In that Breeders' Cup Juvenile, Uncle Mo, very impressive winner. He sat right off of the pace setter. He was able to get out and make a nice move, take the lead easily after 6 furlongs. Then he powered home, won nicely over 4 lengths. Probably could have won by more if he wanted to. It was a nice fast race. He's now won all 3 starts easily. He's definitely a very promising candidate for next year's Triple Crown Series. Hopefully over the winter he'll be able to develop and continue to move forward, and we may have an exciting Triple Crown prospect. He has, actually right now, he has moved to the farm in Florida. He's going to spend a month on the farm, and then he's going to end up running, right now, tentatively, possibly 2 races in his 3-year-old campaign. The Hutchison Stakes is a possible spot that he may start his 3-year-old campaign, and then he's going to run most likely in the Wood Memorial. His owner, Mike Repold from New York, he wants to run him in the Wood Memorial, so that'll probably be his final prep. Boys at Tuscanova, that was a nice effort. He was clearly second best in the juvenile. He was coming off of a layoff, making his first start around 2 turns. A good solid effort. Made a nice move, tried to move with Uncle Mo, couldn't go that quick, but that was, again, it was a good solid effort, and he should be able to move forward. He is a son of officer. There is a question of how far he really wants to go, but he obviously has some talent, and Rick Dutrow is going to have this one in Florida as well. The 3rd place finisher was Rogue Romance for trainer Ken McPeak. He did finish a distant 3rd, but that was his first start on dirt. He had done all of his damage on the turf. They gave him a good shot on the dirt in the juvenile, rallied to finish 3rd, and I'm sure they're going to give him other shots to see if actually he prefers turf or dirt. He'll get every opportunity next year to prove himself on the main track. Let's jump over to Stay Thirsty. That's Uncle Mo's stablemate. In that race, I like Stay Thirsty. He was actually one of my top. He was my top Derby contender in the early going. Right now, probably not up to Uncle Mo. He's going to be getting better probably next year. He's bred to route. The juvenile was his first route start, and he was coming off of a layoff, and he came up short that day. And I think next year he's one to look at down the road. Jaycito, disappointed in the juvenile. He didn't corner well at all. He was getting out on the backstretch. It never really threatened. He's much better than that. He won the Norfolk Stakes in Southern California. He's now been transferred to Bob Baffert's barn. That's probably a good thing. Baffert has a lot of experience with Triple Crown runners, and he'll probably be able to get this one in peak form come Triple Crown season. To honor and serve, skipped the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, instead ran in the Nashua for trainer Bill Mott. Won that race nicely, and that was smart. Bill Mott, conservative trainer, didn't want to rush this horse, definitely has some talent. He's earned some decent buyer speed figures, and he's one to look at down the road. Astrology for trainer Steve Asmussen, he won the Iroquois Stakes. He'd run a minor stakes race at Monmouth before that, disappointed a bit, but in the Iroquois, that was a good effort, and as I hear right now, this horse is probably going to winter at Santa Anita, and do remember that Santa Anita is switching to a dirt track this year, so Astrology, good dirt route pedigree, one to look at down the road. Now if you'd like to view my companion blog to this video, why don't you go over to pick6blog.com, you can see my 2011 Kentucky Derby top 10 list there. And for more 2011 Derby news, that's including Kentucky Derby contender profiles, horses like Uncle Mo, you can go over to HorseRacingNation.com. You can see their race results, video, news, the whole ball of wax right there on HorseRacingNation.com. This week we have one Triple Crown prep. That'll be the Grade 3 $1 million Delta jackpot. And Horse Racing Nation handicapper Mike Shuddy, he has that one covered in his video race of the week. Also go on to Horse Racing Nation, check that out. And then the week after, the Remsen Stakes from Aqueduct's going to be running. One of the horses pointing for that, Mountain Town, he finished 2nd in the Champagne Stakes behind Uncle Mo for trainer Rick Dutrow. So he's one of the contenders in the upcoming Remsen. And that'll do it for this week's video. For HorseRacingNation.com editor Jared Horak, good luck at the races.